Welcome to the Consultancy and Engineering Awards 2021. Organised by the Association for Consultancy and Engineering, the awards celebrate the outstanding people, teams and projects from the world of consultancy, engineering and the built environment. To introduce this year's online awards, please welcome ACE's Daryl Matthews.
Good afternoon and welcome to this year's Consultancy and Engineering Awards. My name's Daryl Matthews and I'm pleased to be your host for today. I'd like to share a few thoughts with you before we get into the categories and find out who this year's winners are. It's fair to say that since our last award ceremony in 2019, a lot has changed. I probably don't need to go into all of the detail, but for many of us, it has been an extremely difficult, stressful and uncertain period. However, despite the difficult times we've lived through, both at home and at work, we have also seen some positivity emerge. We've seen new businesses join ACE as they've understood that together we are stronger than if we stand on our own. Despite the difficulties we've all faced, the strength of the submissions for the awards this year shows that the ingenuity that our members are world renowned for has not faltered. If anything, it is stronger than ever before. We're delighted to share the worthy winners today, but I think everyone shortlisted should consider themselves a champion. The quality of the submissions was truly outstanding. You have all done our industry proud. Many thanks for all the time it's taken to complete your entries. I would also like to extend our thanks to the judges. There were some extremely difficult decisions to take in, narrowing down the submissions to a shortlist, as well as ultimately deciding on our winners. We would like to give a special thanks to our headline sponsors, Bentley Systems and Griffiths & Armour, for their generous support. We would also like to thank our category sponsors, Arcadis for sponsoring our Net Zero Advisor of the Year category, and to WSP for sponsoring the Future of Consultancy Best Use of Digital Award.
Our opening award of the day is for the Best Pandemic Response. This award was introduced this year to acknowledge businesses that have successfully transitioned to remote working, gone above and beyond to support their people in extremely trying circumstances, and demonstrated their credentials as a socially responsible business. We received a very high number of entries for this award, and the judges were extremely impressed with the heartfelt response shown by the sector, as well as the strong leadership demonstrated. This year's shortlisted companies are Bureau Happold, Hawley, Pick Everard, Ramboll and Stantec. Bureau Happold introduced a COVID adaptation advisory service for clients, supported staff throughout the year with a focus on well-being and mental health, and impressed the judges with their work supporting local communities. Hawley showcased an excellent response, including fast-tracking digital and IT releases to facilitate online working, innovative communications with clients, and keeping staff informed and engaged at every stage. Pick Everard demonstrated strong leadership in its response to the pandemic by rethinking staff flexibility, introducing work anytime principles, enabling staff to meet extended personal commitments whilst increasing client care. Ramboll facilitated a rapid response, enabling staff to transition swiftly to full home working. Leadership communications were very strong, with regular videos from the group CEO and weekly webinars with their UK Managing Director. The company's donation of 92 oxygen concentrators to India also impressed our judges. Stantec focused on well-being and regularly engaged with staff while working hard to reach employees who struggled the most during lockdown.
I'm delighted to share that the winner for Best Pandemic Response is Bureau Happold. Congratulations.
The judges were impressed with the leadership shown by Bureau Happold in its response to the COVID pandemic. The company really rose to the challenge of working remotely and focused on the needs of clients with the launch of its COVID adaptation advisory service. In addition, they supported employees throughout the pandemic, surveying staff across the year with a key focus on well-being and mental health. It was clear that supporting mental health and well-being are integral parts of Buro Happold's organisational culture. The company's work in supporting local communities wherever they worked were impressive features of an excellent all-round entry. As a result, the judges were delighted to name Buro Happold as the winner of the Best Pandemic Response Award.
Thank you so much for the Consulting and Engineering Best Pandemic Response Award. This really is a reflection of what Buro Happold stands for and who we are. I always knew we were a truly special bunch of individuals with strong client relationships. This really shone when the pandemic hit, with us all coming together collectively to address any issues that came our way. So I would like to say thank you to everybody.
Our next award is the Client Advisor of the Year Award. ACE's Future of Consultancy campaign and the recently launched Consultancy 4.0 champion how our industry has adapted to provide new services in a changing world. This new award recognises the companies that have adopted a new approach to client advice, which adds value to both the client and wider society. The shortlisted companies are Arup, Mott MacDonald, and Royal Haskoning DHV. Arup showcased a collaborative project with National Grid to build Manchester's electric resilience. The collaboration between different teams and external clients brought together the skills necessary to deliver a solution to a complex problem. Mott MacDonald shared a digital benchmarking index tool, demonstrating a strong client advisory role undertaken by themselves. Royal Haskoning DHV highlighted their use of artificial intelligence to detect water leaks in a great project which clearly articulated its benefits. AquaSuite Burst presented a unique digital solution which helped the client reduce waste and optimise water use.
And the winner is Mott MacDonald. Congratulations.
The judges felt that this entry had an extremely impressive impact and was also a very good example of working with a client with benefits for the wider industry. They valued how the Mott MacDonald team had helped and supported the infrastructure client group to deliver digital maturity during the project. A clear winner and unanimous decision from the judges.
We are absolutely delighted to receive this kind of accolade from a respected industry body. It's really special to be recognised as Client Advisor of the Year. On behalf of Mott MacDonald, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our clients, especially the members of the infrastructure client group, for their engagement and participation over the last couple of years.
This brings us on to our third award of the day for Best Use of Digital. This award recognises an exceptional digital programme or project delivered by a consultancy firm in the built environment. I'd like to hand over to Louise Lawrence of WSP, who have sponsored the award this year.
As a multidisciplinary business, WSP are leading industry change in achieving digital excellence. We understand the need through the sectors we work in, for example healthcare, transport, property and buildings, for digital change. And we recognise that investment in awards such as this and recognition of the great work we do is a catalyst for change and success. We are delighted to be sponsoring the Best Use of Digital category.
Our finalists are Atkins, D2, a BWB Group company, RPS Group, Royal Haskoning DHV, and Stantec. Atkins shared a cultural approach to new digital golden threads within their business, which delivered groundbreaking work with Highways England. D2 shaped the urban regeneration of Nottingham's waterside, using advanced digital tools to define community requirements and increase community engagement. RPS Group highlighted their virtual consultation platform, which allowed the planning process to continue throughout the pandemic. Royal Haskoning DHV explored their work with SES Water to reduce waste and deliver an artificial intelligence system to protect resources. Stantec shared their Fireflow system, which uses data and analytics to potentially save lives. The award for Highly Commended goes to Atkins. Atkins were highly commended by the judges, They were very impressed with the cultural approach, which is clearly delivering results. However, the winner is D2, a BWB Group company. The judges admired the way D2 had grasped the opportunity to shape the urban regeneration of Nottingham's waterside and had used advanced digital tools to define what the community required and how this would benefit society in the future. This massively increased engagement, leading to a stunning project outcome.
I'd like to thank our client, Blueprint, for their willingness to embrace this new approach and their genuine commitment to sustainable, community-driven development. It's also important, of course, to thank everyone who participated in providing feedback during the consultation process, because it was their input that shaped and moulded the master plan that will soon become a vibrant and inclusive community in the heart of Nottingham's waterside.
Moving on to the next award, which is for Net Zero Advisor of the Year. We'd like to hand over to our award sponsors, Arcadis.
Without achieving net zero carbon in a good timescale, we cannot possibly create fair, equitable and sustainable societies. This is the decisive decade. It is now that we need to make the change. And thank you and congratulations to the 3 finalists for helping demonstrate what good looks like today.
The judges shortlisted 3 SMEs for the award this year, as it was felt each of these companies showcased true innovation in their approach to net zero. They are Crofton Consulting, Harley Haddo, Max Fordham. Crofton Consulting shared their innovative ideas for North Lane New Haven, a bioremediation system designed to use living green walls to naturally cleanse and reoxygenate air before releasing it back into the room. Harley Haddo featured an innovative digital twin which brings different modelling methods together to enable clients to find the sweet spot by easily assessing both cost and carbon savings. Max Fordham are a net zero carbon verified company that the judges felt are spearheading the cultural change required to deliver net zero and are true leaders in their field. The judges would like to give a special commendation to Max Fordham. Max Fordham have shown real commitment to net zero, transforming their business and living and breathing what net zero is about. Max Fordham impressed the judges by becoming the first building designers to be net zero carbon verified, upskilling their entire workforce and sharing their research widely. The approach taken by Max Fordham felt truly transformational, and the level of commitment came through strongly. And the winner is Harley Haddo. The judges were impressed by Harley Haddo's innovative digital twin, a dynamic tool that allows clients to scenario test different technologies and take into account both the cost and carbon implications of different technology applications. Digital twins are an area where we need to see innovation at pace, and the judges felt that Harley Haddo delivered this, clearly demonstrating how this tool could be scaled up to different clients and the potential impact on carbon reduction.
Net Zero has allowed us to develop and promote our long-standing sustainability agenda, as it is now at the forefront of priorities not just for us, but for everyone. For our clients, we are able to apply engineering solutions which are in keeping with the global requirements to reduce carbon emissions. By winning this award, it validates our stance as experts in the field in making net zero achievable for everyone.
Next up is our first category featuring individuals, Apprentice of the Year. This award is supported by the Technical Apprenticeship Consortium, also known as TAC, your one-stop resource for apprentice advice and support. The 5 shortlisted apprentices are as follows: Jared Harvey of Mott MacDonald, Callum Cantunas of WSP, Georgia Lilly of Waterman Group, Hannah Mayer of Arup, Thompson Reed, also of Arup. Congratulations to them all. Now over to Gabriel Staples from Pearson, who was a judge on the panel. Gabriel.
Thank you. I truly believe that apprentices are a win-win for all involved. For the employers, it's an effective and flexible way to grow talent and to develop a skilled and motivated workforce. And for the apprentices, it's a brilliant way to get hands-on training and the chance to put skills into practice. For our industry, it's a great opportunity to attract enthusiastic young people and to increase diversity. Every single nomination we had was brilliant. We had a really hard time choosing our top 5, let alone the overall winner.
The applicants had a very good range of technical knowledge and will do extremely well in their disciplines. The 5 shortlisted applicants all go above and beyond for STEM and sharing their skills with others. They're involved in a range of ambassador groups and engagement initiatives. We look forward to seeing what they get up to over the years to come as their careers progress. The judges would like to award Thompson Reed of Arup as highly commended. Her digital knowledge and range of technical skills was outstanding. After only a short time in the industry, she impressed the judges with her passion on the wider impact of her work on sustainability and the projects she was responsible for. Congratulations to Thompson. However, the overall winner is Georgia Lilly of Waterman Group. Georgia was extremely passionate and enthusiastic about STEM, equality and diversity. She challenges perceptions of apprenticeships and passionately speaks about helping more women into the industry. She articulated well on her technical knowledge in structural engineering and taking on additional tasks outside of her employment, including company internal sketch clubs, women in engineering, women in STEM, Young Apprenticeship Ambassador and the virtual STEM Fest, including hosting career stands and providing talks to schools. Georgia is our very worthy winner. Congratulations to Georgia.
I feel honoured to even be shortlisted for such a prestigious award as the ACE's Apprentice of the Year Award. This fantastic achievement belongs not only to myself but also to Waterman Group, London South Bank University and individuals from both organisations who have selflessly dedicated their time and efforts to my development as an aspiring engineer. To win this award would mean everything to me, not because I desire recognition, but because I want to demonstrate what can be achieved by not only an apprentice, but a female apprentice within a hugely influential industry.
Next up is the Emerging Professional of the Year Award. This award is supported by ACE's Emerging Professionals Group, which provides networking and career development opportunities across the UK. The 6 emerging professionals are as follows: Dr. Marzia Volpani of Mace, Taylor Young-Chambers of Waterman Aspen, Tom Channell of Rambole, Ayrton Dillon of Arcadis, Samuel Alegbidi of WSP, Joshua Lynch of Arcadis. Congratulations to them all. To introduce the winner, we'd love to welcome Mohit Bradu of Bentley Systems, one of our headline sponsors for this event. Mohit was also a judge for this category.
Thank you. I was delighted to be the part of the judging panel for the Emerging Professional of the Year Award. It was clear from the quality of the entries received that we have an exciting future ahead of us. The emerging professionals we looked at were ambitious, enthusiastic, and bright. They were all exceptional candidates, and drilling them down to a shortlist of 6 was extremely difficult. Taking it one step further to find a winner was even more challenging, but we have to choose a single winner. Although I hope the other 5 will take some consolations in the fact they made it to the final round of an extremely competitive process. Congratulations to all participants.
And we've not one, but 2 highly commended individuals: Samuel Alegbidi of WSP and Tom Channell of Rambole. The judges were really impressed with Samuel, his presentation, style and commitment to delivering sustainable engineering solutions for his clients. Outside of his day-to-day, Samuel's work championing BME inclusion within engineering and his work promoting STEM to encourage more into the industry was truly inspiring. Well done to Samuel Alegbidi of WSP. Tom really impressed the judges with his passion for digitally enabled tools and developing this within the industry. His commitment to climate change by highlighting sustainable solutions through digital tools was evident throughout his interview, as well as his ideas around improving diversity and inclusion by embracing a more virtual future. Congratulations to Tom Channell of Rambole. However, the winner is Dr. Marzia Bolpani of Mace. Marzia's application was extremely strong and demonstrated the depth of work that she has taken on and how she has progressed her role. In interview, she showed how she has developed links with academia, inspired young people, and is changing the industry through her work on standards and linking digital skills and innovation to sustainability. The judges were impressed with her work, encouraging students to consider a consultancy career. A huge congratulations to our very worthy winner, Dr. Marzia Bolpani of Mace.
I'm very glad to be AEC Emerging Professional of the Year. It's a great achievement for myself and for the entire digital engineering community that is working so hard in establishing digital technologies and methodology in the construction sector. First of all, I want to thank who nominated me and the judges who selected my profile among so many talented candidates. I want to thank my company, Mace, and my clients for their support and trust in my work in redefining the boundaries of ambition. I want also to thank all the organizations and colleagues that I'm working with in academia and industry.
Our next award is for Inclusive Employer of the Year, awarded to a consultancy firm on the built environment that has not only championed the continual development of its people, but is working to harness a truly diverse workforce with leading commitments to equality and inclusion. And the shortlisted companies are Bureau Happold, Costain and WSP. Now over to Rebecca King from Curtins, who was a judge on the panel.
Organisations that reflect the society we live in are not only more attractive to potential employees, they are more successful. It will only be thanks to the diversity of thought and creativity that consultants and engineers will be able to meet the significant challenges we face as a society. Without a diverse workforce, this is frankly impossible. While many companies in all sectors will claim to embed diversity across all of their activities, the sad fact unfortunately remains that some still do not understand the importance of businesses leading by example in this field. This is one area where actions speak louder than words. However, we were delighted to put forward these three organisations that clearly do lead by example, and we had an extremely difficult time choosing an overall winner.
The judges would like to highlight the entry from Concept Engineering Consultants, an extremely strong submission from an SME which only just missed out on being shortlisted. But the winner is WSP. The judges were impressed with their recently introduced strategic plan and operational actions to support both short and longer term views. They acknowledged the need to reframe in order to best meet current needs. There was strong evidence of the strategy and plan being brought to life through powerful testimonials highlighting an array of diversity areas. They brought the subject to life and ensured it was something everyone takes responsibility for. This was far from a paper exercise, but a lived and breathed culture, where staff appear to be in the driving seat as change makers, as custodians of workplace culture.
Thank you, ACE, for this award. I'm delighted. It is really a testimony to the vision and focus that WSP has brought to our business around diversity and inclusion. WSP launched its diversity and inclusion strategy earlier this year, and it is this that has provided us with a springboard for increased engagement with our colleagues. I would like to thank Abby Frost, our Diversity and Inclusion Manager, as well as Mark Naismith, our CEO and Executive Sponsor. This is an exciting step for us in having more great conversations with our colleagues.
To our final trio of awards for Best UK Consultancy in the Built Environment that have achieved the most impressive performance during 2020, which sees the competition split by company size, micro, small and medium and large firms. This award is only open to ACE members. Before we discover the winners for each category, a quick word from Kevin Swainson from our headline sponsors, Griffiths and Armour.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kevin Swainson from Griffiths and Armour Insurance Brokers, and I've been asked to say a few words about who we are and why we're delighted to support this event. Last year was the 75th anniversary of our relationship with the ACE, and we're really pleased to be the sole advisor to members on professional indemnity insurance. And it's a real pleasure to be given the opportunity to support an event that celebrates the huge contribution the profession makes in developing and enhancing our built and natural environment. It was also an honour to be asked to join the judging panel for the best UK consultancy categories, and each of the shortlisted finalists made a compelling case for recognition. A few were exceptional, and we congratulate all of the finalists as well as each of the deserving winners. Well done.
So, to the shortlisted companies in the micro category for the Best UK Consultancy Award. This was awarded to consultancy firms with fewer than 10 employees. Shortlisted businesses will have demonstrated exceptional social, environmental and financial performance in difficult circumstances. The 5 shortlisted companies are as follows: Absolute Risk Technology, BT Flanagan Consulting Engineers, GB Card and Partners, Rail Power Solutions, Remedy Geotechnics. And the winner is BT Flanagan Consulting Engineers. The judges were impressed by the sincerity and genuine heartfelt response from BT Flanagan, who mobilised themselves with courage during an extremely difficult time. BT Flanagan seemed to thrive in the face of the adversity of the pandemic, with a community response that leapt out and a clear focus on caring for their staff. The Nightingale Hospital project that they were involved in formed a key part of an impressively cohesive community response.
On behalf of everyone at BT Flanagan, we would like to say thank you to ACE and the judging panel for giving us this award today. It means a lot to us in what is our 50th year in business, and after what has been a very challenging year for everyone, not just right across the industry, but right across the planet. So thank you to all the hardworking staff at BT Flanagan. This one's for you. Thank you.
So, to the shortlisted companies in the small and medium category for the Best UK Consultancy Award. This was awarded to consultancy firms with more than 10 and fewer than 250 employees. The finalists will have demonstrated exceptional social, environmental and financial performance in difficult circumstances. The 4 shortlisted companies are as follows: Burrows, Clancy Consulting, David Narrow Associates, Services Design Solution. And the winner is Services Design Solution. The judges were not only impressed with their very clear mission statement, but the development of their charitable work, as well as mental health awareness and introducing mental health first aiders across their organisation. A strong financial performance was demonstrated at the same time.
Winning this award is a fantastic achievement for the company and recognises the hard work and efforts our staff have put in through what has been a challenging year. I would like to thank all of them for their flexibility and dedication over this period.
Finally, to the large category for the Best UK Consultancy Award. This was awarded to consultancy firms with more than 250 employees. The 4 shortlisted companies are Bureau Happold, Hawley, Stantec, Tony G and Partners. And the winner is Tony G and Partners. The judges were impressed with Tony G and Partners, who demonstrated real success in an extremely difficult year. Their pledge to net zero and innovative approach to the use of their board was both interesting and impressive. Splitting project delivery, financial and staff support was innovative and clearly effective.
Thank you very much for this award. I mean, it's really great to get all the feedback from clients and projects that we do on a daily basis, but to get this recognition on a wider stage is fantastic. The staff at Tony G have worked so hard over the last couple of years, or certainly over the last year through this pandemic, and it's really, really nice to see that they've been appreciated. Obviously, I thank the judges for the award and for our clients for enabling us to work and show what we can do. But the real thanks must go to the staff. They've done a tremendously hard job throughout the whole year, and it's great to celebrate the success with them.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who helped make today happen. Firstly, to the headline sponsors, Bentley Systems and Griffiths & Armour. Secondly, to the many judges for giving up their spare time to ensure we chose the best of the best. To all of the companies, people and projects that entered this year's awards. And finally, to you, the viewer, for supporting ACE and the awards in these difficult circumstances. Thank you.
A special thanks to Infrastructure Intelligence, our media partners for the awards.